Every swipe, every notification, every video that autoplays before you even decide to watch it, it's changing your brain. And the scariest part? You already know something is wrong. You just don't know how deep it goes. 4 minutes could change how you see your phone forever. Okay, take a breath. That endless cycle of digital noise, that's exactly what we're breaking away from today. Welcome back, everyone, to another explainer. Today, we are taking a magnifying glass to a foundational, highly concentrated piece of audio. It's a dense 50-word manifesto that serves as the ultimate blueprint for personal development. It's the introductory thesis for a concept called growth theory. We're going to unpack every single promise hidden in these few short sentences to see exactly how it constructs a brilliant, step-by-step framework for completely leveling up your life. Okay, let's just dive right into the roadmap. First, we'll look at the growth theory promise. Then, we'll examine money and mindset, followed by success and life lessons. After that, we'll break down what works, before finally culminating in how to actually level up your life. So, part 1, the growth theory promise. This is the foundational guarantee. The source text opens with this super bold declaration: "Welcome to growth theory, where smart ideas create real growth." I mean, I absolutely love how direct this is, right? It doesn't just say they have smart ideas or that they like to just talk about growth. No, it establishes a firm, direct causal link. The smart ideas are the engine, and the real growth is the destination. You literally cannot have the latter without the former. So what exactly do we even mean by real growth? Well, in this context, it implies advancement strictly generated by identifying and actually implementing those smart ideas. It completely eliminates the fluff. Think about this for a second. Did you know that the human brain forgets up to 70% of new information within just 24 hours if it isn't applied? That's wild, right? That's exactly why we aren't talking about empty motivation or feel-good platitudes here. Real means measurable, tangible progress born out of proven, intelligent methods that you actually put into practice. Moving on to Section 2, Money and Mindset, the dual pillars. The curriculum here is built on 4 very deliberate focus areas extracted straight from the source. We've got money, mindset, success stories, and powerful life lessons. And hey, these aren't just random buzzwords thrown together in a blender. They represent a complete 360-degree approach to personal development. Now, what's really fascinating here is how the source deliberately balances these first 2 concepts. On one hand, you have money, tangible assets, practical strategies. And right across from it, mindset, the intangible psychological foundation. You know, it's a lot like a computer. You need the internal software to effectively manage and multiply the external hardware. It's a brilliant juxtaposition that acknowledges you absolutely cannot succeed by focusing on just the external or just the internal. You really need both. All right, Section 3, Success and Life Lessons. This is all about narrative and observation. Much like money and mindset, we have another external versus internal dynamic going on here. Success stories paired with powerful life lessons. Success stories are basically external case studies of what happens when things go right in the real world. But honestly, passively hearing a story just isn't enough. Think of success stories as the architectural blueprint of a beautiful house, while the powerful life lessons are the actual bricks and mortar you extract to build your own. You study the external achievement to find the actionable takeaway. Which brings us to Section 4, breaking down what works, the strict methodology. Look at this quote directly from the source. We break down what actually works. So the absolute crucial point is this word right here, actually. It represents a fierce commitment to actionable, proven strategies over empty hype or unproven theory. Think back to what we talked about at the very beginning. We live in a world completely saturated with noise, distractions, and endless guru advice. The promise to act as a filter, to deconstruct only the functional, reliable methods, is incredibly valuable. The text is literally telling you, hey, we are doing the analytical heavy lifting, so you don't have to guess. And this brilliantly illustrates the dual mechanism for progress mandated by the text. Just look at the stark difference between growing smarter and thinking bigger. Growing smarter is all about acquisition. Gathering intelligent ideas, sharpening your skills, learning those proven tactics. It's highly analytical. But thinking bigger is entirely different. That is about expanding your overall ambition, your scale, your vision. It's about raising the ceiling of what you even believe is possible. You need the smarts to execute the plan, but you need the big thinking to even conceive the plan in the first place. Finally, Section 5, level up your life. This is the cumulative goal. Let's see how this all builds into a precise chronological formula for personal transformation. Step 1, grow smarter. Get the functional knowledge. Step 2, think bigger. Expand your vision using that new knowledge as leverage. And once you do those 2 things in tandem, it triggers Step 3, level up your life. The phrase leveling up is so powerful because it implies a permanent shift to a higher state of being, a brand new baseline of success. It's presented not as a hopeful wish, but as the inevitable mathematical result of executing steps 1 and 2. And closing things out, the source text leaves us with this simple call to action: subscribe now and let's grow together. Notice the phrasing there? It doesn't say grow by yourself or here are your instructions, good luck. It says let's grow together. It highlights a communal, shared journey. This really reveals that this intense process of leveling up is not meant to be an isolating grind. The architects of this theory are presenting themselves as partners in the trenches, right alongside you. Which brings us to the ultimate question. Are you ready to grow smarter and level up your life? We've deconstructed the blueprint. We've seen how smart ideas act as the primary catalyst for measurable growth. The foundation is laid perfectly, without a single ounce of fluff. So the only remaining variable in this whole equation is you. Are you prepared to do the heavy lifting? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Stay curious, keep building those smart ideas, and I'll see you next time. If you loved these real growth strategies, well, let's keep that momentum going. We're talking more success lessons, mindset mastery, and money strategies. So do us a favor, like this explainer, drop a comment, and share it around. And most importantly, hit that subscribe button right now for your weekly growth stories. Seriously, your one click helps us grow and guarantees even better content for you. So, ready to keep growing? I'll catch you in the next Growth Theory Explainer.